that kind of fighter, I'm going to be putting pressure on you even when you're not punching. So it'll be interesting to see how he deals with that.
Look at it, he's lost to guys who are smaller than him. I think it's his, it's his weakness. It's his kryptonite is the faster guys who don't get hit by his big punches.
What is it about this version of Joshua that you feel you can exploit, and what kind of interests you the most about this version of Joshua?
I mean, he's an amazing fighter, one of the best heavyweights ever. I just think with speed and footwork and being in a rhythm, I don't think he can handle that. He doesn't like that because he is a little bit stiff. He does rely on his power. Obviously, you get hit by one of his shots, you're cooked, but I believe...
You see some of the guys that supported that evidence too. Once again, that niggas is TVB. I look at this shit like a ETC, could be down and speak.
Anthony Joshua spoke with total certainty during their Instagram live confrontation. His voice carried the weight of someone who already sees the ending. Just by his tone, Jake Paul appeared completely outmatched. Joshua sounded ready to dominate, outthink, and crush Jake from the very first bell.
And heavy punches, and I'm going to make sure I'm going to expose him to certain tricks in boxing that he may not have seen yet, and I'm going to bring him to another school of boxing that I don't think he's been exposed to.
Joshua's message landed with serious force. There's zero doubt, no backup plans. He's making it obvious this fight will end quickly, giving Paul nowhere to hide. Everything about Joshua's skill and strength is on full display. It's a clear signal that only one result makes any sense here.
Is it a win for you if you just beat him, or do you need to knock him out?
I need to knock him out.
Oh.
Jake Paul loves talking, but Anthony Joshua exists on another level entirely. Paul's tricky punches and body attacks are minor moves in a game he barely grasps. Joshua's calmness, accuracy, and strength show that these clever tricks won't connect. Paul is simply outclassed in every way that matters.
Sneaky knockout punches coming. Lots of great work to the body. People underestimate my jab.
Eddie Hearn's raw honesty destroys Paul's publicity instantly. Hearn speaks plainly and directly. He describes this matchup as completely one-sided from the start. Paul's cockiness crashes into the hard truth of Joshua's background and pure strength. For Hearn, this won't be competitive. It's destruction waiting for anyone brave enough to face Joshua.
I think he's got absolutely no chance. I think he's going to get smashed to pieces.
Frank Warren explains it like a true expert would. Anthony Joshua's accomplishments, physical size, and championship history dwarf Jake Paul completely. This goes beyond a simple heavyweight matchup. It's a lesson in why skill, practice, and credentials usually destroy pure confidence alone. Paul is climbing an impossible hill here.
AJ's a big favourite for obvious reasons. I mean, we just said double world champion, Olympic gold medalist. He's a natural heavyweight. He's fighting somebody who at the end of the day has had 12 fights, no amateur fights that I'm aware of, and he's a cruiserweight. He's come up to cruiserweight, so it's a tough.
Dave Allen states the obvious truth clearly. Jake Paul cannot compete with Anthony Joshua's frame and true heavyweight build. This isn't a small difference at all. It's a massive gap that will control speed, strength, and physical control during every moment. Paul is entering dangerous territory where size determines everything.
I'm not sure really, Jake Paul's a cruiserweight, isn't he? Not even that. They won't be anywhere near as big as partner of mine.
Duke McKenzie mentions a small but important edge. Anthony Joshua learning from Usyk's training team could enhance his already dangerous abilities. Any real improvement in skills or fight intelligence would make Jake Paul's task basically impossible, changing what looks like entertainment into total domination.
Is he training with Usyk camp now?
Yeah, he's training with Usyk camp.
If he's training with Usyk camp and there's a marked improvement on his performance, he can quite easily clean up again.
Listen,
Carl Frost recognizes Joshua's complete self-assurance. This combines work, show, and control all together. Joshua treats this fight as normal business, a moment to prove his power while sending a message. For Jake Paul, this isn't simply tough. It's a dangerous test against an experienced, calculated monster.
And Anthony Joshua said, Jake or anyone can get this work, no mercy. I took some time out. I'm coming back with the mega show. It's a big opportunity for me, whether you like it or not. I'm here to do massive numbers, have big fights, and break every record whilst keeping cool, calm, and collected. So chill in it. I mean, Come on, he's jumping in with fake Paul, who has no experience and no fights and no world ranking at heavyweight. Easy work.
Ben Davidson reveals an uncomfortable truth. Jake Paul is gambling dangerously here. While many view him as internet famous turned fighter, he poses genuine danger to himself and his opponents. This goes beyond fun and games. This is brutal, merciless fighting where one wrong move brings serious harm. Davidson's words stress the risk of dismissing someone with Paul's size, strength, and wild approach. Combining publicity with reality makes things unpredictable, and facing a proven champion like Anthony Joshua might show Paul the true meaning of professional boxing.
They're dangerous in the sense of for the health of Jake, would you say? Yeah.
Yeah, this is a sport that we love, and I think we need to protect that. And he's one of the most dangerous guys in the world to go step in a ring with. Like, you saw that with Ngannou, who was a seasoned, one of the most durable men on the planet in one of the toughest sports in combat.
Spencer Oliver describes a grim situation for Jake Paul. Fighting Anthony Joshua isn't simply hard. It's a completely different war zone altogether. Joshua has previously destroyed athletes from other sports, proving how quickly rounds expose massive holes in talent, knowledge, and ring awareness. Paul's shallow boxing history and defeats against real fighters prove the huge challenge waiting. Oliver emphasizes that whatever confidence Paul carries is weak against Joshua's precise execution. This isn't about fame or online swagger. It's about lasting accuracy and genuine heavyweight superiority.
God help Jake Paul, that's all I can say. We saw that what Anthony Joshua had done to Francis Ngannou. He went out there and iced him in a couple of rounds. A guy coming from a different discipline. Well, this kid's coming from another level. White-collar boxing in 2018, gone through the mill, and the only boxer really that he's actually boxed, a legitimate boxer he got beat by, and that was in Tommy Fury.
Derek Chisora speaks with brutal honesty. This fight must end fast. Anthony Joshua's force and knockout ability prove that every second Jake Paul remains standing, he risks greater harm. Chisora's reference to the Francis Ngannou fight shows the level of control Joshua can display within rounds. Paul's problem isn't stamina. It's surviving under constant accuracy and devastating, heavy power. If Joshua fights like he did against Ngannou, there's virtually no way Paul leaves without absorbing tremendous damage. Everything is at stake, and the ring reveals every flaw.
So I told Anthony, I already messaged Anthony as I listen. I tell you what, I said to AJ, if this goes past 5 rounds, everybody's gonna be having a go at you because you can't go past 5 rounds with this kid. It has to go past 1 round or 2 rounds. Past beyond 4 or 5 rounds, people are gonna be doubting you as a fighter himself. So he has to smoke him out like what he did Francis Ngannou in Saudi Arabia in 1 round.
Johnny Nelson speaks directly when comparing these two fighters. Jake Paul is essentially a local-level fighter, a name that creates attention or casual interest, but professionally, he's unproven against genuine heavyweight champion quality. Putting him against Anthony Joshua, a double world champion with Olympic gold and years of battles, seems almost ridiculous. The size difference alone, with Joshua weighing roughly 245 pounds, gives Paul massive problems with power, distance, and natural strength. Joshua has battled top heavyweights and consistently proved he controls fights with both skill and muscle. Meanwhile, Paul's background is thin, with zero amateur experience supporting him. Nelson's message is obvious. This isn't competition. It's a display of complete mismatch, and Paul must survive in territory far beyond anything he's encountered before.
For Jake Paul, absolutely crazy. Jake Paul is a domestic level professional fighter here in the UK. Would he win a British title? No, I don't think so. So now they're putting this domestic level fighter in with a former heavyweight 2-time champion of the world. The weight is 245, so I think last time Anthony Joshua weighed around that, it was when he bought...
Tony Jeffries offers a balanced perspective on this fight, admitting the tiny, almost impossible chance that Jake Paul could land a knockout. In boxing, surprises occasionally occur, and Paul's power, particularly with 10-ounce gloves at heavyweight, shouldn't be completely ignored. However, the facts are harsh. Anthony Joshua is an elite professional with size, quickness, background, and tactical brilliance that few can handle. He's a double world champion, Olympic gold winner, someone whose ring intelligence lets him predict and destroy opponents effortlessly. Jeffrey's comments highlight that while Paul's knockout talk might draw interest, the chances are massively against him. Joshua's finishing skills, developed through years of high-pressure fights, make it incredibly unlikely that Paul's power will match the accuracy and timing required to land a winning shot. This fight is less about possibilities and more about Joshua proving superiority against an unqualified challenger.
Paul is going to win this fight by knockout. You would think I'm absolutely crazy, right? But the thing is, it can happen. 10-ounce gloves, heavyweight, Jake Paul can punch hard. But do I think that's going to happen? Absolutely not, mate. Anthony Joshua is an absolute beast, an unbelievable, highly skilled, highly trained, highly experienced professional boxer with power in both hands, and he's really good at finishing.
Benavidez gets straight to business. Anthony Joshua is pure power whose name is built on constant, undeniable victories. Mentioning Ngannou isn't random. It's a perfect example that Joshua destroys inexperienced fighters with surgical precision. Any boxer entering without solid amateur or professional preparation risks getting crushed from round one. Jake Paul, despite internet popularity and marketing noise, lacks the deep skill, planning, and toughness that Joshua has built over years. Benavidez's breakdown reminds everyone this isn't just about size or force. It's a difference in professional excellence. Joshua's rhythm, movement, and ability to study opponents make him extremely dangerous for anyone untested here. This fight shows clear contrast, proven, calculated championship quality versus basic understanding of professional boxing, revealing the harsh reality waiting for Paul inside those ropes.
Anthony Joshua is Anthony Joshua. You know, he's multiple-time champion, Olympic gold medalist. You know what I mean? The last time somebody stepped in the ring with him that didn't have that much boxing experience was Ngannou, and you've seen what happened to him.
Duke McKenzie's observation points to a straightforward but vital reality. This fight is a physical and knowledge mismatch of shocking scale. Anthony Joshua, an 18-stone-plus trained heavyweight, carries not just enormous power, but also the wisdom and preparation to control his opponent completely. Jake Paul, notably smaller and lacking battles against top competition, is being forced to compete at a standard he hasn't earned credibility for or developed proper abilities. McKenzie stresses that Paul hasn't fought multiple elite heavyweights, and his contact with real professional boxing is extremely limited. This makes the meeting exceptionally risky, not just regarding possible loss, but also the physical danger involved with facing a veteran, hard-punching champion. Everything favors Joshua heavily. Paul's survival needs more than plans. It demands avoiding the crushing pressure and impact that Joshua delivers with every strike, showing the violent reality of entering a true heavyweight battle.
Who's 18 stone plus against a much smaller guy who really, he's not, you know, he hasn't earned the right, I don't believe, to fight Anthony Joshua. It's not like he's beaten, 4 or 5, top line heavyweights, other heavyweights.
As we finish this intense analysis, one truth stands clear. Anthony Joshua's blend of background, talent, and pure force makes him nearly impossible to beat against someone like Jake Paul. Every expert from Johnny Nelson to Duke McKenzie has pointed out the enormous differences in background, weight, and fight intelligence. Paul might bring confidence and publicity, but inside that ring, those things matter less than planning, precision, and proven performance, areas where Joshua rules completely. This matchup isn't just about. It's proof of how elite boxing functions at top tier. Fans should expect a night where Joshua's discipline and finishing strength control everything from beginning to end. The real question isn't if Joshua wins, it's how completely he'll do it. Drop your thoughts below and share. Do you believe Jake Paul has any legitimate chance? Or is this just another display of Anthony Joshua's superiority? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit notifications so you catch all these inside the ring analyses.